My name is Rinalda Dara.
My name is Amira Nabila.
I'm Evadia Harindar from ASB IP Acting.
So we're gonna talk about the contract of Mudharabah in Islamic Finance Institution.
What is Mudharabah? Mudharabah is a partnership between two or more parties and usually to conduct business or trade. Typically, one of the parties supplies the capital for the business and the other provides investment management expertise. The financier called as Rab Omo provides all the investment capital for the business, and the investment manager called as Mudarib is entrusted with the Rab Omo's capital, invest in the Sharia compliance project and taxable management responsibility. Mudarib is required to utilize and manage the capital in prudence and good manners to generate optimal profits for the Mudharabah profit-sharing investments while adhering to the Sharia. There are two types of Mudharabah. First is unrestricted Mudharabah. This is a type of Mudharabah in which the capital is handed over to the Mudarib without determination of type of work that is to be done, the time, the location, method of payments from the client's cash or credit, the quality of work, and the person with whom the Mudarib may or have to trade. Second, restricted Mudharabah. The Mudharabah contract is considered to be restricted when the liberty of the Mudarib managing the venture is restricted in terms of kind, time, and place. How about the mechanism of Mudharabah contract? Well, first, investor and working partner decide to enter business venture. Then, investor provides a capital to run the business, and working partner responsible to run and manage the business through his expertise. Subsequently, if the venture is successful and generates profits, these profits is distributed among both partners on a predetermined ratio.
Nature of the Mudharabah contract. So generally, Mudharabah contract allows any one of the contracting parties to terminate the contract unilaterally. However, the contract shall not be terminated unilaterally if the manager has commenced the work or when the both parties have agreed to terminate the contract during the specified time. For the Mudharabah capital, the capital shall be contributed by the capital provider and also shall be managed by the manager to generate the income. The capital of Mudharabah may be in the form of monetary or non-monetary assets. For monetary assets of different currencies shall be valued according to an agreed currency at the time of signing of the Mudharabah contract at the beginning. For the capital in the form of non-monetary assets, which may include intangible assets, shall be valued based on the valuation terminated by the third party. And for debts such as account payable or loans due to capital provider don't qualify as a capital of Mudharabah. And the agreed capital shall be made available to the manager to commence the business activities. The capital may be fully or partially disbursed or made available to the manager at the time the contract or based on the terms of the contract. And the capital provider and manager may agree for a gradual withdrawal of Mudharabah capital by the capital provider. And upon of the liquidation or maturity of the Mudharabah contract, all of outstanding capital shall be returned to the capital provider. The management of Mudharabah venture. So Mudharabah capital will be used only for the Sharia compliant activities. Mudarib will have the exclusive rights to manage the contract, and Rabbul Amal has the right to the information regarding to the conduct of the business and Mudarib. Mudarib shall be not liable for any losses of capital unless is due to any dishonesty or misconduct or breach of contract terms. And the authority of the Rabbul Amal here is to oversee the Mudarib's activities and work with the Mudarib if the Mudarib consents.
And this is the different capacities of Mudarib. The first is Amin or trustee, the second is Wakil or agent, the third is Sharik or partner, the fourth is Zamin or liable, and the last is Ajir or employee. And the next is profit sharing. Profit sharing, it is necessary for the validity of Mudharabah that the parties agree right at the beginning on the definite proportion of the actual profit to which one of them is entitled, and they can share the profit at any ratio that agree upon, and in some incentive may be given to the Mudharib. Apart of agreed proportion of the profit, the mudarib cannot claim any periodical salary or a fee for remuneration for the work done by him for the mudarabah. And the mudarib and Rabul Mal cannot allocate a lump sum amount of profit for any party, nor can they determine the share of any party at the specific rate tied up with the capital. And for the distribution profit or loss, if the business has incurred loss in some transaction and has gained profit in some others, the profit shall be used to offset the loss at the first instance. Then the remainder, if any, shall be distributed between the parties according to the agreed ratio. And the last is termination of mudarabah. Termination of mudarabah means the judarib cannot purchase new goods for the mudarabah. However, he may sell the existing goods that were purchased before the termination. A mudarabah can be terminated anytime by either of the two parties by giving notice. And if mudarabah was not particular term, it will be terminated at the end of term. If assets of the mudarabah are in cash form at the same time of termination and some profit has been earned of the principal amount, it shall be distributed between the parties according to the agreed ratio. And if the assets of mudarabah are not in cash form, they will be sold and liquidated so that the actual profit may be determined. And if there's no profit left, mudarib will be not get anything.